Good morning! Welcome to Mathematics 8. Our lesson will be Triangle Inequality Theorem. I am Multifold Y. Cataylo, your mathematics teacher. Before we start, let us have a prayer. Thank you, God, that you are our friend. You delight in all we do, especially when you hear our prayers, and we give thanks to you. Amen. Our objectives for this lesson. First, define triangle inequality theorem through discussion. Second, determine whether the given set of numbers forms a triangle through application. And last, arrange the sides from the shortest to the longest and arrange the angles from the smallest to the largest through activity. Good morning again. Welcome to Mathematics 8 class. Our lesson will be the Triangle Inequality Theorem. In this lesson, you will need drawing papers and pencil for this session. Hopefully, all are present during this presentation. Classroom policies. First, when somebody is talking, please listen. One should listen and jot down the important notes to remember. Third, inspire other classmates by sharing your ideas and knowledge after this presentation. Given the illustration below, which ladder should the child use to reach the jar of cookie? Is it ladder 1 or ladder 2? Justify your answer. Kung ikaw ang papapiliin, ano ang dapat piliin ng bata para makuha ang jar of cookie? Yung hagdanan 1 or ang hagdanan 2? I know most of you will choose ladder 1 in order to reach the jar of cookie. In order to know more about these, let us do this activity. Given the figure on top, arrange the sides or angles according to the indicated criteria. Arrange the sides from shortest to longest. So given this triangle, on top, I will be giving you at least 5 seconds to determine what is the shortest side, longer side, and the longest side. The 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. These are the answers. Our shortest side is line BC, while our longer side is line AB, and the last is longest side is line AC. So as you can observe, our shortest side, which is line BC, is opposite to the smallest angle, which is angle A with an angle of 44 degrees. While our longest side, which is line AC, is opposite to the largest angle, which is angle B with 73 degrees. So we can say from this activity, the opposite of the longest side is the largest angle, while the opposite of the shortest side is the smallest angle. Again, the opposite of the longest side is the largest angle, while the opposite of the shortest side is the smallest angle. Next activity, arrange the angles from largest to smallest. Given the diagram, given the figure on top, determine the largest angle, larger angle, and smallest angle. I will give you at least 5 seconds to answer. The time starts now. Pens up. These are the answers. Our largest angle is angle B. Our larger angle is angle C. And our smallest angle is angle A. As you can observe from this diagram, the opposite of the largest angle is the longest side, which has a unit or length of 8, that is line AC. While the opposite of the smallest angle, which is angle A, the opposite of the smallest angle, that is the shortest side, which has a length or unit of 4, that is line BC. Again, the opposite of the largest angle, B, is the longest side, which has a unit of 8. While the opposite of the smallest angle here is angle A, the opposite of it is the shortest side, that is line BC with a unit of 4. So we can say from this activity that the opposite of the largest angle is the longest side, while the opposite of the smallest angle is the shortest side. How did you find the activity? Is it easy or hard to do? Is this activity a review of your past lesson, or is this a new lesson to you? How do the sides of a triangle relate to its angles? What is the possible value of an angle which is opposite to the longest side? I know on items number 3 and number 4, you have already answers or ideas because of the previous activity that we have made. This time, let us go thoroughly to our discussion. This triangle inequality theorem has 3 statements. The first is that if one side of a triangle is longer than a second side, then the angle opposite the first side is larger than the angle opposite the second side. Again, if one side of a triangle is longer than a second side, then the angle opposite the first side is larger than the angle opposite the second side. How is that? These are some examples. Using the figure below, arrange the angles from the largest to the smallest. Given triangle LMN with the measurements below. Your line MN with 6 units, while line LM with 4 units, while line LN with 3 units. How is that? Again, given the triangle LMN with the measurements below, where line MN has 6 units, line LM has 4 units, and line LN has 3 units. Since line MN is the longest side, then its opposite angle, which angle L, is the largest angle. Again, line MN, which is the longest side, then the opposite angle, which is angle L, is the largest angle. Next, line ML has 4 units, is the longer side. Then its opposite angle is angle N, is the larger angle. Again, line ML is the longer side, then its opposite angle, which is angle N, is the larger angle. Last, line LN has a unit of 3 units. It is the shortest side. Your line LN is the shortest side. Then its opposite angle is angle M. Angle M is the smallest angle. Again, your line LN is the shortest side. Your line LN is the shortest side, and opposite of it is the angle M. Angle M is considered as the smallest angle. So this is the first theorem of the triangle inequality. This time, let's go to the second triangle inequality theorem. This theorem states that if one angle of a triangle is larger than a second angle, then the side opposite the first angle is longer than the side opposite the second angle. Again, if one angle of a triangle is larger than a second angle, then the side opposite the first angle is longer than the side opposite the second angle. These are some examples. Using the figure, arrange the sides from the shortest to the longest. Given triangle CAT with the measurements below, your measured angle here, measured angle A is 29 degrees, measured angle T is 103 degrees, while your measured angle C is 48 degrees. How is that? Since angle A is the smallest angle, therefore the opposite side, which is line CT, your line CT is the shortest side. Again, since angle A is the smallest angle, therefore the opposite side, which is line CT, is the shortest side. While your angle C is the larger angle, then its opposite side is line AT is the longer side. Again, angle C is the larger angle, then its opposite side is line AT is the longer side. Angle T with a degree of 103 degrees, it's the largest angle. Angle T is the largest angle. Then the opposite side, which is line AC, is the longest side. Again, your angle T is the largest angle. Then the opposite side, which is line AC, is the longest side. That is the second theorem of the triangle inequality. This time, let's go to the third. The third triangle inequality theorem states that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. Again, the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. How is that? To illustrate the third triangle inequality theorem, let us answer this question. Is it possible to form a triangle with unit lengths 3, 4, and 5? Again, is it possible to form or to draw a triangle with unit lengths of 3, 4, and 5? Let us use triangle inequality theorem 3 to determine whether the unit lengths 3, 4, and 5 can form a triangle. This is the solution. Let our first side will be A with 3. Our second side will be 4, B, and our third side will be 5, C. So we will be using the third triangle inequality theorem. In the formula, it is A plus B is greater than C. Again, A plus B is greater than C. We will substitute the values. Your A is 3, plus your B is 4. Your C is 5. So 3 plus 4 is equals to 7 greater than 5. And that is true. Next, A plus C is greater than B. Substitute the values. Our A is 3, our C is 5, and our B is 4. 3 plus 5 is equals to 8. 8 is greater than 4. That is also true. Next, B plus C is greater than A. Substitute the values. Your B is 4, your C is 5, greater than your A, which is 3. 4 plus 5, that is 9. 9 greater than 3 is also true. Now, since all the conditions satisfy the theorem, therefore, we can form a triangle with unit length of 3, 4, and 5. Again, all the conditions satisfy the theorem because all of them are true. 7 is greater than 5, 8 is greater than 4, 9 is greater than 3. So therefore, we can draw a triangle using this unit of length, 3, 4, and 5. To understand more about the third triangle inequality theorem, let us answer this second question. Can we form a triangle with side lengths 3 units, 4 units, and 10 units? This is now the solution. Let your A be the first side, 3. Your second side be with 4, and the third side will be 10. That is your letter C. We will still copy the formula. A plus B is greater than C. Substitute your A, 3. Substitute your B, 4, is greater than 10. So, 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. 7 is greater than 10, and that is false. Next, A plus C is greater than B. Substitute. Your A is 3, your C is 10, greater than 4. So we will add 3 plus 10 is equals to 13. Greater than 4, that is true. Next, B plus C is greater than A. Substitute. Your B is 4, your C is 10, greater than 3. So 4 plus 10 is equals to 14, greater than 3, that is true. So can we form a triangle using this length of units? Since one condition does not satisfy the theorem, therefore we cannot draw a triangle with side lengths of 3, 4, and 10 units. Why? It is because 7 is greater than 10 is false. That is the condition. This is the condition that does not satisfy the third triangle inequality theorem. Again, since there is false, 7 is greater than 10 is false, it does not satisfy the theorem. So therefore, we cannot draw a triangle with side lengths of 3, 4, and 10. This time, let's do this. Determine whether each set of numbers forms a triangle. An example has been done for you. Example: 5, 8, and 10. Still, we will be using the formula A plus B is greater than C, A plus C is greater than B, and B plus C is greater than A. Then we will answer the question, can a triangle be formed? Just say yes or no. Again, for an example, your A plus B, where your A is 5, your B is 8, so therefore 5 plus 8 is equals to 13, greater than C, which is 10. That is true. Check. Next, A plus B. Your A is 5, your C is 10. So 5 plus 10 is equals to 15, greater than B. So your B is 8. So therefore, this is also true. Next, B plus C is greater than A. Your B is 8, your C is 10. So 8 plus 10 is equal to 18, greater than your A, that is 5. So this is also true. Since all of them are true, true, and true, therefore we can form a triangle. This time, it is now your turn to answer. I will give you at least 10 seconds to answer the remaining items. The time starts now. These are the answers. Recently, we have already explained on how we have obtained 13 greater than 10, 15 greater than 8, and 18 greater than 5 from our example 5, 8, and 10. So, since all of them are true, we can form a triangle. This time, let us explain some of the items. Let's try to answer, or let's try to explain the number 1, 7, 5, and 4. Still use the formula A plus B is greater than C. Your A is 7, your B is 5, so 7 plus 5 is equals to 12, greater than C, that is 4. This is true. Next, A plus C greater than B. Your A is 7, your C is 4, 7 plus 4 is equals to 11, greater than B. Your B is 5. So this is also true. Next, B plus C is greater than A. Your B is 5, your C is 4. 5 plus 4 is equals to 9. 9 is greater than 7. That is also true. So therefore, all of them are true. We can say that we can form a triangle. Now let's go to number 2. We have a length of 2, 2, and 4. So our first formula is A plus B greater than C. Your A is 2, your B is 2. 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. Your C is 4. 4 is greater than 4 is not true. It's false. Next, A plus C. Your A is 2. Your C is 4. So therefore, 2 plus 4 is equals to 6, and your B is 2. So 6 is greater than 2 is true. Next, B plus 2, B plus C greater than A. Your B is 2, your C is 4. 2 plus 4 is equals to 6. 6 is greater than 2. That is true. Since one condition does not satisfy the theorem, because of 4 is greater than 4, that is false. So therefore, we can say that there can be no triangle be formed using this unit of lengths 2, 2, and 4. For our generalization, these are the important notes to remember. The first triangle inequality theorem states that if one side of a triangle is longer than a second side, then the angle opposite the first side is larger than the angle opposite the second side. Next, the second triangle inequality theorem states that if one angle of a triangle is larger than a second angle, then the side opposite the first angle is longer than the side opposite the second angle. While the third triangle inequality theorem states that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. The values that we can get from this lesson is that the more we have in knowledge, skills, and abilities, the more that we should share and the more that we should be generous to others, especially to those who are less in life. Not just with knowledge or skills and abilities, but also with material things. Food, riches, wealth, we need also to share it to those who are less, to those who have less in life. Other subject integration, particularly in social studies, hierarchy of position in political government. The higher the position you have in life, either be in your work or not, the greater responsibility you have and the more you humble yourself. Again, the higher the position you have in life, either be in your work or not, the greater responsibility you have, the more you humble yourself. It's time for you to assume responsibility for your own learning. Do this evaluation or assessment. Just determine whether each set of numbers forms a triangle. The same process that we will be doing as we have done earlier from our application process. I will give you at least 10 seconds to answer this. The 10 seconds starts now. These are the answers. Count the number of checks that you have. If you get perfect, congratulations. If you get some mistake, it's okay. You can review, you can replay these presentations to know more the process on how to deal with this. As part of your independent learning, time to assume responsibility for your own learning, I'll be giving you an assignment. Read and understand each statement carefully. Send your pictured handwritten answers via Messenger, or you can video yourself while reciting the answers to the questions via Messenger too. This is the situation. During their math class, Teacher Shirley asked her students, Mike, Teen, Dennis, and Nancy, to form a triangle from stick whose length is 12 inches. Each of them cut their sticks according to their chosen lengths. Mike cut the stick into 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 4 centimeters, while Teen cut the stick into 5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 4 centimeters. Dennis cut the stick into 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 6 centimeters, while Nancy cut the stick into 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and 2 centimeters. Who among the students was not able to form a triangle? Thank you for listening and for the participation. Once again, this is your teacher, Teacher Paul, signing off.